Yo, hello guys. Today we will learn TryHackMe, and yeah, we should be grinded it in sort of fast mode because I didn't have much time honestly before I leave. Um, yeah, before I leave, and hopefully we can finish the full Pomodoro, meaning half an hour. And yeah, we should really be quick with that. Unfortunately, I do still have some technical problems related to the streaming. I cannot select the browser, namely, which is extremely annoying. Yep, yeah, finally we can do this. Okay, and let's jump straight in. Let's jump straight in. mm, to define against attacks. Subteam must have a SOAR, yeah, which is security orchestration, automation, or response to overcomes these challenges. Alert fatigue, manual processes, too many disconnected tools, and difficulties in communication. Mm, but I'm not sure what that means, but let's try to understand this in this room. Understand how traditional SOC and its challenges, explore how SOC to overcome these challenges, solve playbooks, practically walk through threat intelligence workflow. We have these prerequisites, which is, I guess, I completed, especially maybe not this one, but I guess we are okay. And let's jump in. One thing to mention as well is that I haven't made it into the safe points to maintaining the Diamond League. So this is it's a bit important for me to stay in this league. So I will try to get as many points as I can, and hopefully those we get in this room would be enough. This is medium level room. I don't think so, honestly. Before we dive into, let's take a look at traditional security operations center work. Organizations have a security operations center as a centralized location for monitoring. Yep, that one we know already. And some key capabilities are the following: monitoring and detection. This focuses on continuously scanning and flagging suspicious activities within a network environment. Okay, but yeah, through the CM, we know it. Okay, recovery and remediation organizations rely on their SOC to provide a hub for recovery and remediation when incidents occur. Operate at first as first responders, but responders when cyber threats are identified. They perform operations such as isolating or shutting down affected endpoints, removing malware, and stopping malicious processes. During this process, they often utilize security solutions like EDR, firewalls, IAM, etc. Identity and management is a framework for controlling and securing digital identities and user accounts in an organization. Threat intelligence, we know what that is. What is, I meant, yeah, I said it, okay. And communication, the SOC team does not only detect and respond to the threats, but also coordinate with IT teams. Makes sense. Challenges faced: alert fatigue, using numerous security tools triggered a large number of alerts within SOC. Yeah, so false positive could definitely be a problem because if we get too many alerts, then SOC team doesn't manage to take a look on all of these, and some some attacks will definitely happen. Too many disconnected tools. Security tools are often deployed without integration within an organization. Yeah. And security teams are tasked with navigating through firewall logs and rules which are handled independently from endpoint security logs. This also leads to an overload of tools. I didn't really understand this one. It's like we have too many tools and they do not communicate with each other, so we have a lot of similar things being printed, for example, logged twice, or I guess this is the problem. And manual processes, SOC investigation procedures are often not documented, leading to inefficient means of addressing threats. Most rely on established tribal knowledge built by experienced analysts, and the processes are never documented. So some of them do improvise, so to say, on the attack, and this leads to, well, sort of automatic and unconscious actions, which isn't good, obviously, because if we don't understand what we do, then we can do bullshit. And talent shortage, find recruiting and expanding the talent pool difficult to address the growing security landscape and sophisticated threats. Manage this with an alert overload the teams face. Security analysts become more overwhelmed with the responsibilities they have to undertake. How would you describe the experience of an overload of security alerts? Alert fatigue, obviously. Fatigue, fatigue. Yeah, guys, trying to keep up the fast learning rate. You've got 3 more to go and only half an hour. Okay, what is a SOAR? Security orchestration, automation, and response is a tool that utilizes all security tools used in SOC. With SOAR, SOC analysts do not switch between CMADR and firewall and the other security tools for their investigations. They can operate all these tools within a single SOAR interface. So this is a tool which security orchestration. I think this is a key word here. Orchestration, automation, and response, which means we take all our solutions, which is EDR, antivirus, for example, CM, firewalls, and all the logs and alerts, and keep it in one place, because we don't want to check them manually all the time, right? This would be a big waste of time, so we want to avoid it. Along with unifying the security tools, it also provides ticketing and case management features to the analysts through which they can document, track, and resolve their incidents in a structured way. So it also provides some meta info. Sorry, I want to blow my nose. Oh, I guess I pressed the wrong button and you heard it. Well, sorry about that. It turned out to be so stuffy. I didn't even know I could have such a stuffy nose. Well, anyways, let's get back. The security tools. Yep. So we have some image here, which we have SOAR, and we have the tools that we collect, right? IAM, identity management. Don't really know how this works, to be fair. Never worked with it. I heard about it in AWS, but still, I didn't really understand this concept because it's like your account or something. Just, I don't know. It all feels weird to me. TI feeds, I guess it's threat intelligence. Okay, and we have automated response. Wow, I didn't expect we would have such a thing with this source solution, orchestration and something response, an automation response. Reduced alert fatigue, consistent workflows. Fair enough. Uh, Traditionally, while investigating an alert, SOC analyst has to switch between multiple security tools for the analysis. For example, during a VPN brute force, the analyst typically switches between the following tools. CM, check if the user usually uses the subject IP for login, threat intelligence platform to verify the IP, reputation IAM tool to disable the user if there was any successful attempt. So IAM is sort of a way to manage your identities. It's like you have an active directory and you can enable or disable some users, as I guess. To system to open and track the incident. Okay. This manual switching between different tools slows down the process. Orchestration solves its problem by coordinating all these together inside the SOAR. It connects different tools from various vendors within this unified SOAR interface. It defines workflows for investigating various types of alerts known as playbooks. These playbooks are predefined steps that tell the SOAR how to investigate an alert. For example, if the VPN brute force alert we discussed above would have the following playbook: received alert for CM, query CM to check if the user normally uses the IP, check threat intelligence platforms for the IP reputation, and query CM for any successful logins, and escalate to containment actions. The above actions are predefined in a playbook for a specific alert. These playbooks are dynamic and usually contain different paths. The result of each step determines the exact action. For example, if the user normally uses the IP and the failed attempts are minimal, the playbook may stop early. If in the upcoming task, we'll discuss how to some real playbooks. Automation, the art of coordinating with multiple tools predefined as actions. Yep, that makes sense, but let's go through the examples. Someone receives an alert from CM, it automatically queries the CM for the user's historical logins. It automatically verifies the IP through threat intelligence platforms. If the IP is malicious, it automatically disables the user from the IAM. Lastly, it automatically opens a ticket for the ticketed system and with the details to initiate an investigation. Okay, and compared to this, we just have what? Don't really understand the difference between these two. Maybe it provides us playbooks, these playbooks, which we follow. Okay. Response. Solara gives the ability to take actions using different tools. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand. So it's like a massive platform, honestly. Well, fair enough. Do you still need SOC analysts? Okay. It cannot give a judgment call because it's hard to program such a comprehensive tool. Fair enough. The act of connecting and integrating security tools into seamless workflows. I guess it's either automation or orchestration. Orchestration. It's right. Perfect. The art of connecting and integrating security tools. What do we call a predefined list of actions to a playbook? Building SOAR playbooks. Okay. Last thing. I didn't count conclusion because it's trivial, likely. Phishing playbook. Well, playbook is just predefined actions as they said. So it uses some nice diagram, which reminds me of I'm not sure how is it called. Action diagram, I guess. Um, not sure if you guys understand what I mean, but it's when often used whilst engineering an app, an application. And when engineering an application, you usually use this diagram to describe, system actions, user actions. It's similar to this, but maybe it's user story diagram. Oh, I guess it's like this, right? Yes, guess it's like this. Anyways, unfortunately, for security reasons, analysts investigating phishing emails becomes time-consuming and involves manual accesses such as analyzing attachments and URLs and verifying through threat intelligence platforms, while other investigations are ongoing. So our solutions can execute these tasks in the background via a playbook. Additionally, a remediation can be performed when a positive phishing email is identified. Now, what would this playbook look like? Like this, I guess. An engineer's SOC analysis, blah, 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 yep. Um, and just explain the logic behind that. And let's just take a look on this diagram. We start, then we see a suspected email received. And we have, well, two things we do at the same time. We create an investigation ticket, and then we decide if it contains URLs of attachments. If no, then well, there is no phishing because how would you infect without any attachments? And if it does, then we uh, um oh, because it's like three decision branch, I guess. It either contains attachments or URLs if it contains anything out of these two. Yeah. So if it does, then we compute hash if attachment and if URL, then we send to burst total. If it's malicious, then we delete an email. Wow. If no, we proceed with manual analysis. If the hash malicious, we still delete an email. If no, we still proceed with the manual analysis in a sandbox. And if it's malicious, we delete and create an investigation ticket. Fine. CVE patching playbook. Interesting. CVE, common vulnerability. Fuck, man. This is difficult to pronounce. Common vulnerabilities and exposures is a vulnerability that is disclosed publicly and assigned a CVE number. As part of vulnerability management, a SOC team has to address newly released CVEs by verifying whether they exist in their network and patching them if they do. An analyst must always be on the lookout for publications on new CVEs and remediation plans. The process can become overwhelming, resulting in mounting backlog and patches not being updated, not being applied, leaving the environment more vulnerable. Moreover, this process can take a lot of time and resources of the SOC team since CVEs are released frequently. So to solve this problem, we can make a playbook for handling CVEs inside the SOAR tool, just like we did with phishing case. But man, I'm not sure how this would work because CVEs, to fix CVEs, you need to fix the software itself, right? So it's not like you can follow some steps to avoid it. Let's see how SOAR can update it. Monitor advisory lists. I'm not sure what that is. I guess it's about newly released CVEs. some sources, right? Extract new CVE data or queries patch management to see if CVE has been addressed. Okay, so it looks if it already been solved, I guess. If yes, then it's the end. What? If no, it queries patch management to see if it applies. If it's not applicable, then it says it's not applicable. Updates patch management that CVE is not applicable. If yes, it creates a CVE ticket, assigns analyst, SOC analyst reviews the ticket, identifies the needing patch, then it queries configuration management for patch. Does patch exist? What does it mean? Queries configuration management for patch. Does patch exist? If no, update path database. What path? I'm not sure what path they are talking about, but anyways, so SOAR creates test machines for patch. Then it applies patch to test machines, logging of test machines, metrics, and performance. Updates a ticket with results, deploys patches to assets, revises patch rollout, scans patched assets while vulnerability scan. If assets are vulnerable, then SOC develops mitigation plan. If no, it closes the ticket. Such a complicated playbook. Is manual analysis within vital within a SOAR workflow? Of course, but it's not recommended, but it's still vital, I guess. In security, you just have to deal with saying everything is vital. From where is CVE patching playbook fetching new CVEs? From something like CVE or some like patch, something patch, but I forgot. It was here. Management. No. Patch management. No. Okay. Interesting. Advisory list? Advisory list. I'm interested what that is. What is advisory list? What is? We can refer to different types of lists, going a list of employees. Okay, it's some bullshit. In the CVE path patching playbook, if the assets are found vulnerable, even after the path is deployed, with this the SOC develop next mitigation plan. But man, it's like, how can the how can this platform SOAR security operations automated orchestration and automated response patch the CVE if patching is difficult? It's like you need to identify the part of your code which is not working. Even with instruction, it's not easy. How can a platform perform that? I'm confused with this. But well, let's do a simple exercise. You're a part of SOC team that recently faced a large breach investigation that took ages due to a lack of automation. Your friend McSkitty recently advised adopting a SOAR and setting up automations called playbooks. McSkitty, what a funny guy, sent you a checklist for a threat intelligence integration workflow, and your task is to figure out how it works. Well, okay, so it sent me something, threat intelligence integration workflow, and we need to figure out how it works. The objective is to simulate the actions of automating a SOC environment together through toggling various settings. We'll have to enable disable, in order to get the right combination of events to activate the flowchart. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, fuck, man. This is gonna be huge. Adjust the setting for an automated and manual flows. To adopt a SOA and set up automation workflows. First, we want to create a ticket, but I'm not sure how to do this. Create case ticket. Man, this is tough. This looks weird. Okay. What is this? Case ticket setting is incorrect. This is tough because I don't understand what we are supposed to do. I guess these. Maybe add this one? I don't think so. I really barely understand what we do. We try to automate as much as possible, right? But we want to avoid dangerous automations. Maybe we also want to know when it fails. Maybe try to update this as well. Completed. Thank you. This is really weird task, to be fair. Yep, and we completed. Let's go. Let's go. Perfect. Badge earned. Yay. Close. Let's just double check what we have here. We still are below the range. Need to earn some more points. I guess there is no workaround. We should do this. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching and being here. I'll end it now because being here, no one was here to be fair. But still, okay. Thank you.